Hello everyone. So in this video we'll be starting third chapter, that is environmental analysis, and subject is strategic management and organizational behavior. So let's see the meaning. Environment literally means the surroundings, external objects, influences or circumstances under which someone or something exists. So environment means it is a surrounding, or it may be an object, or it may be a influence, or it may be a circumstance which is affecting us. The environment of any organization is the aggregate of all conditions, events, influences that surround and affect it. So environment in organization means it's a surrounding environment which is affecting an organization. So environment refers to it means external and internal forces which affect the functioning of the organization. External factors and internal factors which affects the environment of the organization is called business environment. And environmental factors that are largely external, and it is beyond the control of individual industrial enterprises and their management. So environmental factors are considered as external factors. Actually, external factors are beyond the control of any individual enterprise, and it is very difficult to control by the management. So just we have to have a strategy to manage it. That's it. So these environmental factors can lead to opportunity or threats to the firm. So that may pose threats and opportunities to the firm. So the organization should be ready to grab the opportunities and to face the threat. So organization is a subsystem of overall environmental system. So it is a part of environment. Business is a part of environment. So it has to operate within an environmental framework. So that's why we cannot avoid the changes that are happening in environment. We should be ready. We have to operate within that framework. So an enterprise, in order to survive and flourish, has to constantly interact with the social environment in which operates. So an organization management, they have to analyze the environments in order to identify the opportunities and threats posed by it. The environment influences an organization in different ways. It influences an organization in different ways. That's why the management must have a deeper understanding of the dynamics of business environment to evaluate an efficient strategy to build the competitive advantage and to ensure long-term growth. So therefore management should have understanding of the environment so that they can make a strategy for identifying the opportunities and for facing the threats effectively. Let's see some of the features of business environment. So first feature is environment is complex. So environment consists of number of factors, events, conditions and influences arising from different sources. That's why it is considered as very different or difficult, or it is a complex to understand it, because it consists of what factors, events, conditions and influences from different areas of environment. So all these do not exist in isolation, but it depends on each other to create entirely new sets of influences. So each factor will have its own impact on the organization, that may be good or that may be bad for the organization. So organization should be ready for facing it. It is difficult to immediately identify which factor constitute a given environment. So we cannot predict that from which part we will be having the change, or we may affect from which part of the environment. It's very difficult to make a guess, because environment is a complex phenomenon, relatively easier to stand in parts but difficult to grasp in totality. So environment consists different parts like social environment, political environment, cultural environment, economic environment. So everything, it consists of geographical environment. So it has so many parts, but in total it is very difficult to have any guess from the environment. But in a part we can make a guess. That mean from the political environment we can guess, or this might be the policy introduced by the government. Environment is multifaced. The shape and character and environment assumes depend upon the perception of the observer. So the shape and character and environmental issues, that is depends on how the observer is observing the environment. In a particular change in environment or a new development may be viewed differently by different observers. Somebody may view it like yes, it is a good development. Somebody may view it like oh yes, environment is changing, so definitely we are going to affect it badly. Like that they may perceive it. So it depends on the mindset of the observer. Currently same development is welcomed as an opportunity, but another company perceives it as a threat. This is frequently seen when the same development is welcomed as an opportunity by one company while the another company perceives it as a threat. So one company an opportunity, it may consider it as an opportunity, another company may perceive it as a threat. Environment is dynamic. The environment is constantly changing in nature due to the many and varied influences operating. There is dynamism in the environment causing it to continuously change its shape and character. So every day, every time that environment is changing one, so it is very difficult to make assumption that so this may be the change that may be occurring in our environment. So the best example I can give of a lockdown. Due to corona, entire country had lockdown. So we did not have any guess about it. So immediately entire country is affected because of that one pandemic. That's what environment is changing. So we cannot predict. Sometime immediately we should be ready to face anything which happens in environment. Environment has a far-reaching impact. The environment has a far-reaching impact on organization. The growth and profitability of the organization depends on the environment in which it is exists. So if organization gives an opportunity, if environment gives an opportunity, and if organization grab that opportunity, then it will lead to the growth and the profitability of the organization. If organization treats it as a threat, or it fail to grab that opportunity, then its profitability will not improve. So any change in environment impacts the organization in different ways. So environment is divided into two parts, that is external environment and internal environment. External environment means the environment which is external to the firm, means which is outside the organization. Internal environment means the environment within the organization. So these two parts will discuss in detail in the upcoming videos. Thank you.